What's the good What's the good word, everybody? It's your boy. We're back. Lunch break special for the day, right? Didn't get a chance to really drop any videos or anything since we got the cuts, but at least we're finally getting some information on what the roster initially looks like. And some guys that made the practice squad. And to be honest, I've seen a few of the names already. I'm pretty surprised at who the Jets were able to come to return back to this roster. I know off the top of my head, Trey Dean actually ended up making it. And I know Tanzel Smart made it back. So I don't know. I got to Google it real quick and take a look at who else is actually on the list. But I heard we have some surprises with the actual roster too. Dark, you still didn't respond to my reply on your comment. Wait, what reply? What video? YouTube keeps showing me that I cleared everything out. I'll see if I can find it though. Let me take a look at. All right, let me find our 53 real quick. It was a video game. Oh, I did. I don't know if I responded to the one after I commented last night. Yeah, you're talking about the what was that one? The Grand Mafia game or whatever it was I was looking at. I don't know how you even found that, but that's hilarious. It's $5. I'm dying. Yeah. Yeah, I commented last night. I don't know if you sent something after that. I'll go check it out again. But that's funny. When I seen the comment, I was dying laughing before I even read what you put. All right, so let me see. Jets opted for only 2 quarterbacks, so we cut Tim Boyle. I would say that's probably roster gymnastics. It doesn't make any sense. And in these day and ages, the NFL's kind of, gifting people. They're kind of gifting people that emergency quarterback. So I'm assuming they're pretty confident they were getting him back. 4 running backs. Travis Dye. Bam Knight got the cut. We went with 7. So I actually did peep. We went with 7 wide receivers. I did peep Robert Saleh's press conference today. And I know he was chatting about basically Irvin Charles, Xavier Gibson, Jamal Brown, or Jamal Brown. What the hell? Jason Brownlee. It wasn't anything crazy. He just said that he felt like Jason Brown, Xavier Gibson got out to an early start with making sure the coaching staff was aware of them. And he pretty much liked what they did. Xavier Gibson, he likes what he's going to bring in the return game. He tried to play coy about it. It seems like Xavier Gibson may at least win the punt return job, even if he doesn't become the main kick returner. For Jason Brownlee, he really cited him just kind of Randy Mossing people the entirety of training camp. So not really surprised. Irvin Charles, a little bit, still part of the roster gymnastics, but it seems like they didn't want to risk him going through waivers. He most likely was going to get picked up. I don't think he's made many splash plays either since minicamp ended. When Aaron Rodgers gave him a little bit of a kudos for the way they ended minicamp practice, before he threw the pads on us, the last time I really remember Irvin Charles' name coming up. I know he's had somewhat of a few decent preseason games. The Lions got Bam. I think Gino was texting me that earlier. Who did he say? Told me the Bams is to the Lions. Told me Trey Dean came back. Told me my boy Jonathan Marshall didn't get cut. So I guess I'll have to live with him not returning to the green and white. Who do we have in the tight end room? Zach Kuntz got cut. Okay. EJ Jenkins cut. And who was the other guy that we had? I felt like we cut him earlier. Isaiah Gathings, I think the name was. Offensive line, Dwayne Tomlinson, McGovern, ABT, Becton, Titman, Schweitzer, Mitchell, Billy Turner made the goddamn roster. What the fuck? I guess you know what he is, at least, which doesn't really help me at all. Good God. Okay, so Billy Turner stays on the roster. That means that we cut guy. Oh, Carter Warren made it. Okay, they didn't want to subject him to waivers either initially. Interesting. So Tristan Colon is gone. Greg Sinnat. Who's some of the other guys? Really, there's not going to be too many other notable names. Kuntz is back on the practice squad. Hey, that's a good deal. So Kuntz and Trey Dean back. Cool. D-line, we kept Q, JFM, Carl, Al, JJ, Quentin, McDonald, Bryce, Solomon, Michael. Who else do we have? Tanzel Smart. We had the XFL guy, which we cut earlier. Oh, some of the Jalen Holmes and okay, some of those guys got cut. CJ Quincy, Jamie and Zaire and Chaz. Okay, I did hear him talking about Chaz Surratt during his press conference too. He mentioned Chaz Surratt being he looks at Chaz Surratt as like a starting linebacker, which is interesting because he hasn't necessarily done a ton of anything. I can see why he loves him. He did make some plays for us during the preseason, but if he's high on him like that, that's kind of the same faith that we heard about him having in Jamie and Sherwood. So for one, I had to go back and take a look at what position they actually had Chaz Surratt playing. And hopefully dig up if they have him working at multiple positions like they did with Jamie and Sherwood as well. Um, but I wasn't really expecting them to keep 5 linebackers. We only got 2 players picked up by other teams. So Bam Knight went to the Lions. Who else got picked up? Who else is noteworthy we cut that would have got picked up? Trey Dean is back. Tanzel Smart is back. Zach Kuntz is back. Hold on. Let me just forget this 53-man roster right now. Let me see who made the practice squad. Oh, it was Caleb Johnson. That's the name I remember seeing. Our linebacker, Caleb Johnson, ended up going to what was it? The Vikings, I think. All right, so we filled 10 positions on the practice squad. We got Tim Boyle back. Zach Kuntz is back. Tanzel Smart is back. We brought back Adam Pinky, who I think is playing guard for us. Marquise Spencer, defensive lineman. We brought back. Okay, so when we cut Nick Vigil and the other guy, Sam Iguavine, we brought back Sam. So maybe they're trying to value some special teams presence there. Maybe I was wrong. This one says that we brought back Caleb Johnson. We brought back Craig James, Nehemia Shelton, and Trey Dean. I thought I seen some other names though on a different list that I saw. Hold on. That says it was updated an hour ago. Caleb Johnson to the Cards. Oh, Tristan Colon. Okay. Tristan Colon got picked up by the Cards. We weren't able to get him traded or anything like that. Claudin Charlotte. Oh, we got a few people then. It says Tristan Colon went to the Cardinals. Claudin Charlotte went to the Panthers. We brought back Sam. We got a new safety, Tyreek Jones. We got Trey Dean back. We got Adam Pankey. Been playing more guard for us, but he can play guard and tackle. We got a new running back, Xavier Valade. Tim Boyle's back. Zach Kuntz is back. Caleb Johnson is back. Craig James is back. Tanzel Smart is back. Marquise Spencer. And Nehemiah Shelton. Okay, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12. So we have 12 players on the practice squad right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check. I have to check it out. The 3 new people are interesting. From what I've seen, it seems like the new safety, kind of a speedster. Sounds like he packs a punch. The running back is a speedster. I think I saw he ran a 4.40. And who was the other guy? I thought I had another name. The running back, the running back and the safety. That might have been it. I thought I saw a third name on here. Interesting. Well, we got the new names. That's really what I was hoping for. Outside of having our rookies come back on here, I wasn't ideally looking for a bunch of the same names. Tanzel Smart, Tim Boyle was cool. Craig James, I guess they really liked as a special teams guy because he's the one that Jason Brownlee was just obliterating the entirety of training camp. Caleb Johnson, I could have done without. Tim Boyle. I'm interested in this move though that I keep hearing. So I know that we didn't bring our boy. What I want to say his name is Weatherford. That's not it. We didn't bring our punter back. And I know he tweeted or something like that saying relax. I guess he's, he has the same plan and thought process as the Jets. I'm sure they caught him up to speed. I wonder who they're going to cut to try to bring him back because I doubt he's going through the practice squad and then back onto the roster. They're just going to sign him right back onto the 53. Ooh. Wait. Chad Surratt has less than. Damn, I got to remember how these practice squad rules work and the waiver wire claims. So, did we already re-sign Morstead? Wait. We re-signed him to the active roster or to the practice squad? I guess you can't re-sign him if he was never there. But is he on practice squad or active roster? These sites don't do. Oh, interesting. Did they announce who the other two? Okay, so yeah, I didn't see anything about any other roster moves. So Morstead and Nick Bawden are back on the 53, but they didn't say who they were cutting to replace those two. I don't see anything here about it. Ten Gibson makes roster. People we got back. Is this fact? I don't see anything about them coming back. Carter Warren and Yabo on IR. I had to sit down with that because if you put somebody on IR before this season, am I thinking PUP list? No, I thought it was IR. I thought if you put somebody on IR before the season begins, is automatically a season-ending designation. I gotta fact check things, bro. I can't be one of these guys out here just saying per my sources. I should trust it though. I should trust you, Dark, because if you could find a comment from a video game from 2 years ago, which I copped by the way, then obviously you do your research. Ooh, okay. There's a couple interesting things that I'm seeing on here though. Time range. Let me do last hour. Well, so much for us thinking. Oh, I see it now. I mean, so much for us being pillaged to death. That's good news for us. Tom Pelissero and gotta love being a Jets fan. I'll take Tom Pelissero, yo. I don't trust. I don't trust a whole lot of crap that Samini be talking about. Damn, that means I'm gonna have to crank out some content tonight. And, okay, if anybody would know, you would know then. What's up with this? I seen it super briefly looking for something else. I guess there's a bunch of bars that are they're offering free drinks anytime we take a L this season, something like that. I hope it posted. I definitely seen the comment you were talking about. I'll see if I can find what I'm talking about though. For anybody that does come across this, hopefully it doesn't happen. But yeah, from what I saw, there's a couple bar chains. Anytime the New York Jets take an L, I don't know if this is one round, whatever the case is, but the establishment is going to be sending out free drinks to Jets fans. That's an interesting it's an interesting promo. I'm assuming they're not expecting us to have a ton of losses. Otherwise, that's going to go to the wayside super quick. You know what, though? As far as this 53-man roster and practice squad go, this offseason didn't end up being as crazy as I expected. Some of the gymnastics they're doing, with like Nick Bawden and Morstead, Tim Boyle, all that kind of stuff. It makes sense. It's risky, but obviously they must have knew something around the league that like paid off. So now I'm kind of curious who the guys that got signed ahead of us were. Trey Dean, a lot of people would have talked up as like a top preseason talent, at least at his position. Bam Knight made sense. Some people are going to view him as a starter. Who's the other guy we said? Tristan Colon. Uh, I don't know too many people that care about backup centers like that, but obviously Arizona has a whole situation going on between Kyler Murray trying to get back and all of that. So it is what it is. And then I think, who did I say? Claude and Sherlis went to the Panthers. Obviously, they must have loved what they saw out of joint practices. It's not too much of an L for us. I do hope we still take a look at bringing Malik Hall back. I still think he might be a diamond in the rough. A bar in Milwaukee, Wisconsin is offering to pay patrons tabs on days when Aaron Rodgers and New York loses. Why Milwaukee? Oh, Wisconsin. I'm an idiot. Wisconsin. Okay, Packers fans. I see. Well, how nice of them. Tanzel Smart coming back. I wonder why nobody keeps picking him up. This is his third or fourth year on our practice squad, I want to say. And he's balled out every preseason. I'm super curious why nobody wants to really scoop him up. The deal doesn't include food. It excludes top shelf liquor and doesn't work on. Okay, so basically a minimal chance that they're going to be giving up free liquor. Okay. No food, no top shelf. We don't play the Packers this season either, so I don't think that. Right. NFC East, our division games, and then who were the oddballs that we had again? NFC East, our division, that's what, for 10 games? And then we have AFC West. Okay. So just drink some beer. You have to be there 50 minutes prior to the game and stay at the bar the entire time. Oh yeah, they're gonna get their money's worth then, so it don't even matter. That's that's a smart selling pitch for them then. Come in to a bar that's not even meant for Jets players, get drunk on whatever else, and then pay for the food and stuff, which isn't gonna be a part of whatever we're offering. Smart play. Smart play. And this is why marketing teams are important. Interesting ploy. Yeah, I think what'll happen is I think I'll probably try to drop 2 videos tomorrow. I doubt it'll be 2. I'll probably drop a video tomorrow for all of our practice squad guys that we know about so far. I know there was another topic I wanted. I seen a trade rumor for somebody, and I want to say it was Bryce Huff again. I'll cause for a dose one day. Boy, Kai, you must still be shocked I had little ones. To be fair, I don't drink alcohol now, though. I find it disgusting. Also, you'll never see me in a bar in Wisconsin. Unless I'm going there to party with some actual Jets players specifically or something, you probably won't catch me leaving Nevada. You guys got jokey jokes today. July 19th, 5 years sober. Fire. I remember you mentioning that before when Gino had some kind of a little jokey joke of his own. Congrats. When's the last time I stopped drinking? It's been, when was it? I want to say it was like October 12th, two, October 12th, like 2012. 2012? Yeah, I think that's around the time I was into my sophomore year in college. Good on you, buddy. It does make for interesting party situations because I always, I always just roll up with my own bottle. It's something like a tea or, apple juice, something childish in there. Yo, you you had Gino shook that day because I remember right when we ended up, I think when we finished streaming, he like called me right away. I was like, "Oh damn, I hope Dark isn't feeling some kind of way." Yada yada yada. I was like, "I'm sure it's water under the bridge. It wasn't. It wasn't on purpose." That's hilarious. Yeah, Gino's too innocent for all of that. Boycott, stop coming for my looks. By the way, it doesn't make sense to be as old as I am, and I'm struggling to grow facial hair. All right. 3 cannot offend me. Good deal. That's not part of that's not part of my game plan with anybody in general. I try to keep life peaceful. Which is ironic being a Jets fan. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, all the old school Jets fans I knew growing up, I'm surprised I didn't hop teams. They were generally assholes or they were very aggressive people. Now that I'm thinking about it. That is true. Hmm. Yeah, we're not looking to harm anybody though out here. Talk our little jet stuff for our little 30 minutes to an hour once a week. Call it a day. Wait, is it Thursday today? I feel like I'm missing somebody's stream later. They sat you at the kids' table in your own way. Hey, to be fair, I was at the kids' table with my kids, so that makes 100% sense. Screw the Packers. They're all non-factors for us right now. Owen and upward to Buffalo. Truer words have not been said, boss. You know, I just realized too. It's a ton of people that do Jets content that I just haven't followed and like did any kind of follow-ups and stuff with. And I see their videos a ton. I'm one of those dudes that the people that be watching their stats hate because I probably end up in that what's it called? Subscribers that keep coming back or people that keep coming back to your channel that haven't subscribed anyways. I don't know. Dom C, I definitely got to check you out though. I've seen the videos. I just haven't peeped the channel, so or subscribe to the channel, I should say. I get on it. I do a better job, bro. I be tired between work and the kids. I gotta turn into Gino and make everything in life about the teams that I love. You guys are funny today. Don't mind me. By the way, I'm just scrolling through, seeing if I peep any interesting news real quick. I've been busy nonstop at work. Uh, So yeah, trade rumors. Sauce Gardner's voted top cornerback. I'm sure that won't go well. People have been hating on him quite a bit this offseason. Oh, you know what though? I did peep some of the roster cuts from the Packers. They chopped both of their quarterbacks. Who was it? Malik Cunningham and what's the other dude's name? Not Mac Jones, Bailey Zappi or Zap, whatever the hell it was. So they're only rolling with Mac Jones right now, and I have no idea where they're going to find an upgrade in terms of a backup quarterback for them. Out of touch intelligence, best pizza, Papa John's, Little CC's, Domino's, or Pizza Hut. Bro, I'm part Italian. I get mine's made in the crib, but if I'm pressed, I don't think I've eaten Pizza Hut in like 10 years or Papa John's in like 15. And Little Cece's was disgusting. I'm probably have to default to Domino's, buddy. Boycott, if you come back and say some crap like Little Cece's, I'm gonna eject your ass from this stream. Boycott's taking too long. He's gonna come back with some kind of nonsense. I feel it in my guts. Panthers waived Matt Corral. Yeah, it might be worth taking a look at some. Well, we brought back Tim Boyle. I doubt they'll want to throw another practice squad quarterback on the roster. So, if I remember the new rule correctly for the emergency quarterback situation, they still have to actually be on your active 53-man roster, and then you can call them up as an. How does it work again? It's supposed to be an advantage, but I know this is the part where I keep getting confused at again. I'll have to actually check it out. They have to be on your 53-man roster, and then damn, how does that work again? Because the way I want to say it doesn't make sense. If they have to be on your 53-man roster, you might as well dress them for the day, obviously. I might have to peep that actual rule out again. I'll probably do it when I do the practice squad video. Domino's, so you like lunchroom pizza, no judgment. What can I say, bruh? I don't waste food. I'm gonna eat what comes my way, as long as it's not killing me. Bro, you boycott. Just tell me you're not a fan of Little CC's, and I'll deal with whatever kind of nonsense you got roaming around in your head. You eating that you eating them leftover Golden Corral specials, huh? By the way, have you guys actually been have y'all been keeping up with Hard Knocks? Typically you dress the 46 players, right? during game day. The emergency quarterback doesn't count against that 3. Okay. So they have to be part of the 53-man roster, but they don't count against you for the 46 that you want to dress. Okay. Fair play. I think the roster still might shake out the way that a lot of us expected it, though, with some of the people we're bringing back. Boycott, I swear. I'm going to give you a pass because I said I would. I'm going to give you a pass because I said I would, Boycott, but this is disappointing. I guess you like Play-Doh noodles with your spaghetti too, right? How dare you, sir? I ought to call Gino and get him on here right now so he can give you the work. Real Italian chefs. My man, you are a special guy. Whatever. What's your biggest disappointment from the cuts today? I mean, to be honest, everything was kind of status quo. Biggest disappointment? I don't know about biggest, but I'll probably say I'm still confused that Tanzo Smart hasn't been able to crack his way onto the roster. I mean, how much we've had this conversation. How much worse could you necessarily get than Solomon Thomas for one? But two, I would argue he potentially be an upgrade. Solomon Thomas does jack crap in terms of being able to pass the rusher, and we've seen how terrible he is with getting run off the ball as a run defender. So even if Tanzo Smart can only provide you decent pass rushing productivity, I would sign on for that. And it's not like they took a ton of edge guys. We took all of the people we expected. So unless I don't know. Outside of that, I won't think Trey Dean was tough. But we got him back, so ultimately I can't be really pissed about that. Which is the same boat Tanzel Smart is in. I'm not pissed over Zach Kuntz. I've been predicting that since before training camp kicked off. I'll say it's probably disappointing we couldn't get a trade for Tristan Colon. It was going to be a long shot anyways. I don't know too many teams that sign somebody in the offseason and trade them in the same offseason, regardless of contract. I think he was only on the books for like $1.7 million, something like that. But Tristan Colon, Trey Dean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't really be too mad at a lot of the guys that got cut because they ended up making it back. So, the gamble paid off. What I will say, though, is once we actually get our full 16 in the building, I want to know who they're going to try to use their 4 protected spots on. I would imagine it's Zach Kuntz. from who we know is on the roster right now. Zach Kuntz, Trey Dean. Maybe you use your third one on Tanzel Smart. Tim Boyle will get called up to the 53, I'm sure. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they end up protecting most of the rookies. But yeah, it's kind of what I was saying, right? This offseason was really weird because as much hype as we made about who was going to make it and who got cut, Joe Douglas found a way to pull it off. I mean, regardless if we think Trey Dean or Ashton Davis is better, we still have Trey Dean. If Ashton Davis flops, we can still get rid of him. Call Trey Dean up. Bryce Hall, I thought would get cut. He's still there, but I think that's probably more related to like Jimmy Moreland going on injured reserve. Craig James, I think, was on injured reserve. We saw. I won't. Yeah, I can't really say I'm too shocked by anything. You changed your mind on Brownlee and Ruckert. Ruckert has some route running. I think they were purposely giving Brownlee short routes to hide his downfield skills. If they are, that was smart. What I will say, though, is I think Brownlee can make plays deep, but he's not a burner. He's not like he's a better route runner for a big guy than I expected, but he's not a burner. He's not deceptively quick or anything crazy like that. He's just a big guy that gets it done. So on plays where we can let some things develop and he's out there, I think you take your shots with him because more often than not, I'll say he'll come down with it as long as he can kind of get a jump ball situation. I think a lot of what we saw in the preseason with a guy like Brownlee was on a lot of those targets he couldn't get to. They weren't necessarily jump balls. He was having to like twist his body up in all manner of ways in order to get it. So you'd still like to see him come down with a lot more of those. But that one I understood a little bit more. When we seen him during training camp, he's posting boys up, near the sideline, and Aaron Rodgers or Zach Wilson were giving him dots to his outside shoulder where he could take advantage of things. Jeremy Ruckert, I'm a fan of, so you're in that boat all on your own. I think he will end up turning into a star for us, especially if he can get a year or two with Aaron Rodgers with him under his belt. Harlan, my G, nice to see you coming through for a bit. Hey, Dirk, you said by the way, the Raiders thing, was that locked up for sure for you already? Yeah, Rutgers nasty. I don't know why people aren't giving him as much credit as they should for what he does as a blocker. That's why I really didn't think that Nick Bawden was going to come back. I know Hackett loves his fullbacks, but if you have a tight end that can basically do the same stuff and he's more athletic, it would make sense to just utilize that. I'll definitely tell you if it is, you'll be the first. My man, for sure. I can't set anything in stone just yet. It's still too far off. I want to make sure wifey has some kind of coverage to help out with the kids if I'm going to be gone for a handful of hours. But yeah, when you lock it in, let me know. I can start trying to get some things in motion, at least set something up. Maybe I'll have a new jersey by then. I don't think I ever come on any of my streams with any Jets content. No, it's killing Gino on the inside. Harlan just came out of Jake Asman. Yeah, that dude's a beast. I think y'all saw on one of his streams, he said as much as you can, he's officially kind of doing YouTube full time. So I've been definitely seeing him. I've definitely seen him drop streams more and more often. Actually, I'm saying I gained some confidence in Rucker. I got you. How could you doubt the man, though? Well, okay. To be fair, we have plenty of guys that look good in training camp that don't end up doing much of anything once the regular season kicks off. But especially from his blocking component of his game against our defense, I'll take it, bro, because we've been getting after people with just the second string. Rucker's a good. Yeah, it's finally nice to have and really you can make the case for all of our tight ends. It's finally nice to have some guys that don't just have a specialty and suck in a bunch of other areas. Our unit's actually pretty well rounded from top to bottom, which just makes it so much less irritating. Because if one guy at least flops, if he's known as the receiving, like damn, what was the old dude's name? Like Jimmy Graham, a receiving beast. He didn't really offer a whole lot else. So once he stopped being as productive in the receiving game, he just went completely downhill. Granted, he's old as dirt now, but that's never really the kind of guy I wanted on the roster. Chad Pennington. Yeah, I wish I was super into the team back then. I could tell you every 53-man roster guy from top to bottom. I could tell you any of the important practice squad guy players that would come up. But I definitely wasn't into spending money back then. I was trying to grind and do a lot of stuff outside of school. So I had all the Madden games, knew all the stats, knew all the players and all that kind of stuff. It just never felt like spending my money on the actual jerseys and everything. Now I regret it. I'm pretty sure I could probably go back and try to get them for a lot cheaper than what it was back then, though. But I have my Revis jersey that I got Michael Vick to sign from when we had the NFL draft out here 2 years ago. And then my brother bought me a Curtis Martin jersey that I think is, well, for one, is definitely too big. Two, I don't think I ever wore it. I've been waiting to try to run into him so I can get him to sign it. Probably will never happen, but yeah, that'll just end up hanging out in the closet. The guy's been productive since high school. You got to understand, I was here for Stephen Hill. Yeah, it's much different, though. Jeremy Rucker's situation is much different. He's never actually had a chance to be a significant part of the offense. Ohio State didn't want to do it. You have too many receivers. You had the running game that you can lean on. The tight ends were just there to kind of be more of a distraction than anything else, which is why we still haven't seen anybody break out, because we know Ohio State also likes to get a bunch of freak athletes. Hopefully that'll change. Hopefully that'll change for us. But I'm more than happy as well to get a guy that plenty of people would consider a secret, and we see them ball out for us. Also, Stephen Hill was fucking terrible. I've never seen worse. Let me think. Denzel Mims was pretty bad, but I still think Stephen Hill might have had the worst hands that we've seen. Potentially. Don't quote me on that, but he's definitely up there. Between him and Devin Smith, I used to hate life back then. Hey, Harlan, I feel like I should know what you're saying here, and I get the gist of it. Stephen Hill was just fast. He couldn't do anything else. But the rest of that, my G, looks like you're typing in code. Yeah, I don't want to think about those days. Stephen Hill, Devin Smith. Who were some of the other guys? Damn, what were the core rosters that we were rolling with back then? Stephen Hill, Devin Smith. Was Stephen? I might be way off. Stephen Hill was around the same time. I think we still had like Santonio Holmes, right? I think that's part of right when Rex Ryan's roster completely started falling off the rails and he couldn't draft or develop anybody to save his life. What? I disagree. I disagree. Devin Smith was, I don't think he was, he's basically what Trey Ross is. You can consider Trey Ross a good player if you want to, but basically he was a one trick pony that wasn't good with that one trick in the NFL. For everyone Deshaun Jackson, we're going to see at least a dozen Devin Smiths or Stephen Hills, whatever you want to roll with. Chris Herndon was a huge disappointment. I never paid much attention to him. That's when the cast of terrible tight ends have been awful too. But if I remember, he was struggling to beat out guys like who do we have then? Trayvon Wesco, which was great as like a blocking guy. Trayvon Wesco and like who was the other dude? Ah, damn, his name's right there. God damn it. Hold on. It'll come to me in a second. I gotta look for it now. What the hell was his name again? Not Kellen. Jeff Cumberland. Jeff Cumberland, Ryan Griffin, Trayvon Wet. Like, he was struggling against those kind of guys. So he never really had a whole lot of faith from me to become anything. Even when we drafted him, I wasn't really sure what the oh, that was a good one too. Did we ever get a chance to actually scoop Austin Safarian Jenkins? Or didn't we get him and then like we cut him like almost immediately or something crazy like that? I remember the rumors about us getting him. I don't remember us actually ever getting him though. And if we did, then I guess that speaks to how well he did here. They tried using Wesco as a blocking back and it didn't work. um, Maybe I don't remember. I know when I've seen Trayvon Wesco block for the most part, I really liked what he did. I do remember him going to that hybrid like fullback role where they tried to get him out on the move a lot more and stuff, which it wasn't his bread and butter. Just put him on the line of scrimmage and let him go out there and get his hands on the guy real quick. We had Austin. He left after 1 year. That's tough. Okay, so yeah, obviously it was garbage then because Austin Safarian Jenkins was a guy I was super excited about when I first started hearing the rumors popping up about us getting him. I thought that the Buccaneers kind of ran him into the ground, and I thought he was going to be able to come and save himself with us. But yeah, I don't remember him actually ever being on the team. So that's rough tenure he had with us. Cumberland was a good receiver. He couldn't block. Jeff Cumberland was maybe one of the only few guys. I still didn't like him a ton, but he might have been one of the only few guys that if he was able to have a successful quarterback, maybe he could have became something. But I don't remember where Cumberland even went after us, and he still ended up doing pretty much nothing. Yeah, Dark Ryan Griffin. Yeah. Yeah, we man. Ryan Griffin, Jeff Cumberland. Oh, the when we tried to revive Kellen Winslow, like yeah, we've had some mistakes. Because the OC didn't like to use the tight ends. I don't remember what year he was in, but if we're saying that's the case, was that when we still had like, I feel like Schottenheimer was too old. What was this, like Marty Mortonweg? Or wait, no, was that the year that we had what was the Dolphins coordinator dude? Pagano? Yeah, summed it up beautifully. Now, this is the only reason I give people credibility to the fact that if Robert Saleh can't at least get a winning season this season, I think he'll be in trouble. Is because he has far and away the best roster that any promising head coach we've had has had, and he can't use the quarterback as an excuse anymore. So if he can't get it done this season, I want to see him stay with us for as long as he wants to, but I would be legitimately concerned. If we have 7 wide receivers and we end up running a 13 personnel, I'm going to be pissed. I mean, we have 7 for now, but I don't think it'll stay that way. I think realistically, they're going through their practices and walkthroughs and stuff now. I think they'll try to see who separates the most between Irvin Charles and Jason Brownlee, and I'm sure they're betting on Jason. I'm pretty sure they're hoping that they can sneak Irvin Charles back onto the practice squad. Robert Saleh generally shoots straight, but he's also kind of coy at various points, and it's probably because the media's been sending all of the shots about all of the injury timelines and the drama like Mekhi Becton and everything that we've had before. But yeah, he kind of played it really light about how much he's liked Irvin Charles' development, but also that he still has a long road to go. Maybe he's taking it from the standpoint of like them turning into a superstar like Garrett or something, but I don't think we want to run 13. I also don't think that meshes well with anything that Nathaniel Hackett wants to do. And I don't see Robert Saleh like trying to supersede that decision. So unless Nathaniel Hackett is going outside of the book with what his offenses have traditionally looked like, I think we're safe. Or maybe they're trying to dust off that good old what was old boy's name? Hold on, let it come to me. What was the wide receiver dude we converted into a tight end again? Maybe they might be trying to pull off something like that behind the scenes. Oh wow, I forgot we did have Chan Gailey. Damn. Yeah, not only have we had crap rosters, we couldn't pick a successful coordinator for nothing. Lawrence Cager, my guy. Okay. Hey, it's funny you mentioned that because I just got a chance to go back and peep some of those highlights again. Yeah, my man like Batista bombed him. I didn't know he had it in him. MC2, I think, is only like he's only like 5'9" and like a $180, I think. Yeah, rough goings for us, yo. I like Ty Bowles personally, and it's more so just from the personality standpoint. I don't like super boisterous, like loud people and all of that. But I did like Todd Bowles' demeanor, kind of how he went about business. I don't really remember any other coordinator or head coach that I was just like, yes. What a shame. What a shame. Fitzpatrick was Chad Gailey's QB. I don't know. We're on to better times, though, boys. Either way, I'm going to get back to work, finish wrapping up things and all of that good stuff. I will catch you guys again. I don't know when I'm streaming again, actually, but I don't know. I'll catch you boys around. Be easy. Be safe if y'all dealing with that hurricane. Peace.